Hello students, welcome to AriserTalent. Today we are going to discuss the NTSE Stage 2 level questions of chapter Diversity in Living Organisms. So here we go. First of all, we will discuss about that a plant that has well differentiated body, spatial tissues for transport of water and other substances but does not have seeds or fruit is a. So here the characteristics are what? That plant body is well differentiated, means it is divided into stem, leaves and roots, and it has spatial tissues for transport of water. Like we know that what are the spatial tissues which do the transportation of material? They are xylem and phloem. So here the tissues are available for transfer of water and other substances. But the other feature is what? That it does not have seed or fruit, that is. So bryophytes, generally bryophytes are differentiated, but they are not categorized in the group which do not have seeds. Angiosperm, gymnosperm or pteridophyte. So as here we are talking about the seeds, the plant which do not have seeds. Okay, the main feature is that it does not have seed or fruit, that it would be pteridophytes. Okay. Option 4. Next is, which of the following animal is different from other is not having the parrot gill pouches? What are they? Whale, water snake, starfish and seahorse. When we studied the chapter, then we studied the characteristics that the animal is different from other because it does not have paired gill pouches, that is starfish. Option 3. Next is, some organisms are sensitive to different levels of air pollution. So here what is the first feature? That the organism is sensitive to air pollution and are used as pollution indicators. They are sensitive to air pollution and they are known as the pollution indicators, and which suggest which among the following fits into that category. If we talk about the fungi, then fungi is not sensitive to air pollution. Freshwater algae, bacteria or lichens. Generally lichens are what? Lichens are made up of algae and fungi. So option D is the correct answer here because it is sensitive to air pollution and generally they are used as the pollution indicators. Okay, because lichens show symbiotic relationship and they are combined with fungi and algae. So option D is lichens, which is used as pollution indicator. Okay. Next is, which of the following statement are correct? Tapeworms are hermaphrodite and undergo self-fertilization. Okay, this is the correct statement. Earthworm are hermaphrodites and undergo self-fertilization. No. Tapeworms are hermaphrodite but undergo cross-fertilization. No. Earthworms are hermaphrodites but undergo cross-fertilization. This is the correct statement. So, in the given statements, these both are correct statements. What are they? That tapeworms are hermaphrodites, yes, and undergo self-fertilization, and earthworm are hermaphrodite but they go through cross-fertilization. Okay, so here options are A and D. So, here D and A, fourth option is the correct answer. Next is, match the items given in column A and column B and identify the character alternative listed below. Okay. So, flying fish, what are the organisms which are kept in the column A? They are flying fish, flying lizard, egg-laying mammals and flightless bird. Here are column B, examples of them are Draco, Echidna, Exocetus and Struthio. So, as we know that flying fish is what? It is Exocetus. A. Flying lizard, which is the flying lizard? That is B. Draco is the flying lizard here. Egg-laying mammal, Echidna is egg-laying mammal and flightless bird is Struthio. Okay, so this is D. So, what are the correct match here? A for A with 3, okay, and B with 1, C with second match, second option it is, and D is matched with option 4. So, what are the correct matches here? A for 1, no. B with third, no. C with second, no. Yes, it is D4 with 4, but these 4 are not matched here. Option A is matched with third one, okay. B is matched with first one, okay. C is matched with second one, okay. And D is matched with fourth one, okay. So option 2 is the correct answer here. Clear? Next is, you discover a new species of a plant. You also discover that it produces motile sperms and dominant generation has diploid cells, means they have 2n cells, okay. It belongs to bryophyte, angiosperm, gymnosperm or pteridophyte. As I told you, in pteridophytes they generally do not have seeds, so generally they reproduce by sperms, they have sex organs, okay. So they generally produces motile sperms. So which plant here it is? It is pteridophyte, okay. Option 4. Next is, you are observing a non-chlorophyllous eukaryotic organism with chitinous cell wall under a microscope. You shall describe the organism as a fungus, alga, protozoa or bacterium. As we have studied the 5 kingdom classification, that time we studied that in the eukaryotic, okay, generally in the eukaryotic organism which do not has chlorophyll, that is known as non-chlorophyllous, and it has cell wall made up of chitin. Generally the cell wall in plants is made up of cellulose, but here the cell wall is made up of chitin, okay. So thus it is chitinous cell wall. So these features are of fungi group, okay. So here what is the correct answer? Fungus, option 1. Clear? Next is, which of the following statement is not true about evolution? Evolution leads to generation of diverse form of life. Yes, it is true. Time, dating and fossil studies help in understanding of evolution. Yes, because it takes a long time. Okay, so time, dating and fossil studies help in the understanding of evolution. Evolution is not always progressive series of changes that occurs in organisms. It's also true. Human beings have not evolved from chimpanzees. It is wrong statement because generally human beings are evolved from the chimpanzees only. Okay, so fourth option is the correct statement here, that human beings have not evolved from chimpanzees. So only this statement is not true in the given statements. Next is, the phenomenon in which the haploid and diploid phases of a life cycle are multicellular is called what? Double haploid? No. Alternation of generation? Yes, it can be. Haplo, diplo generation? No. Multigenerational? No. So answer is what? Alternation of generation. Okay. Option 2 is the correct answer here. Next is, dash is the basic unit of taxonomy: genus, species, kingdom or subspecies. As we have studied about the taxonomy, this is the branch of science which help us to identify or give the name to the organism. Okay, so what is the basic unit of taxonomy? That is species. When we studied the taxonomy, we came to know that when we identify an organism, we give a name to it. One is genus and another one is species, and the smallest unit of taxonomy is species. Okay, option 2. Next is, plastids are absent in. Generally plastids are responsible for the colors in the plants only. Fungi, generally we know fungi is non-chlorophyllous. Animal cell, it cannot be found in the animal cell because plastids are responsible for color. Prokaryotes, plastids are membrane bound organelles, so they cannot be present in the prokaryotes. Okay, so thus we can say plastids are absent in all of these because generally plastids are present in green eukaryotic cell. Okay, clear? Next is the plants which bear naked seeds are. When we studied the classification of plant, that time we studied that the plants that do not have that do not bear seeds with fruit covering or ovum, thus we can say they have naked seeds. They are what? They are gymnosperm. Option 2 is the correct answer here. Next is, in Whitaker's classification, unicellular eukaryotic organisms are grouped under Protista, Monera, fungi or Animalia. When we studied the 5 kingdom classification, then we came to know first of all that unicellular eukaryotic, generally plants organisms were categorized in 2 groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Okay, then what is the first feature here? The organism is eukaryotic. Okay, then prokaryotes were what? They were Monera. So it's not the option here. Okay, because the feature is unicellular eukaryotic. Now eukaryotes were again classified into 2 groups. What are they? Unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular and multicellular. So on the basis of these characteristics, the organism which were unicellular and they were eukaryotic, they were kept in the group Protista. Okay, so here answer is Protista. Clear? Next is, which of the following is a unicellular green alga? Spirogyra, Cycas, Swan or Chlamydomonas. So we have already studied it in the chapter that Chlamydomonas are unicellular green alga. Okay, option 4 is the correct answer here. Next is, which type of food is stored in fungi? Starch, maltose, protein and glycogen. As we know, fungi are non-chlorophyllous plant. They cannot synthesize their own food. Okay, so generally food stored in the fungi is glycogen. Clear? Answer 4 is the correct option here. What vascular system and tube feet for locomotion are found? Water vascular system and tube feet for locomotion are found in poriferans, arthropods, nematodes or echinodermatodes. When we studied the classification, we studied that water vascular system and tube feet for the locomotion are generally found in echinodermatodes. Clear? Option 4 is the correct answer here. Next is, which of the following statement is true about the amphibians? They can respire through lungs, gills, skin and buccal cavity. Yes, because they are amphibians. They can live on land and they can live in water. Okay, so they can, when they live on land, they respire by their skin and lungs, and when they go in the water, they can respire by the gills. Okay, they are not at all found in marine habitats. Yes, because they are found in fresh habitats. Fresh habitats. Okay, these are cold-blooded animals. Yes, these are cold-blooded animals. So all these 3 statements are correct about amphibians. So what is the option? First, second, third, all are correct. Option 4 is the correct answer here. Next is, pneumatic bones is found in whale, dolphin, peacock and snake. Pneumatic bones are what? Pneumatic bones means hollow bones. Okay, and generally they are features of what? They are feature of aves means birds, whale is mammalia, dolphin is also mammalian, snake is a reptile. So generally peacock is a bird and it contains what? It has pneumatic bones means it has hollow bones. It comes in aves group. Next is, which of the following plant contributed the most to our present day supply of coal? Angiosperm, conifers, bryophytes, seedlet, vascular plants. So generally when we study the chapter, we have already studied it that the plant that supply of coal, that is seedless vascular plants. Okay. Option 4 is the correct answer here. Next is the plants having inconspicuous or hidden reproductive organs are placed in cryptogams, phanerogams, angiosperm or gymnosperm. So they are kept in cryptogams. Okay, option 1. Next is some organisms are sensitive to different levels of air pollution and are used as pollution indicators. So what are they? They are lichens, which we have already studied. Next is in Whitaker's classification, unicellular eukaryotic organisms are grouped under. तो जब हमने विटेकर का क्लासिफिकेशन पढ़ा था तो उसमें हमने पढ़ा था कि जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं उन्हें 2 कैटेगरी में क्लासिफाई किया जाता है. एक होता है प्रोकैरियोट्स और एक होता है यूकैरियोट्स. ओके, सो प्रोकैरियोट्स किस में रखे जाते हैं? मोनेरा में. और जो यूकैरियोटिक होते हैं वो भी 2 ग्रुप में क्लासिफाइड होते हैं, यूनिसेलुलर एंड मल्टीसेलुलर. तो जो यूनिसेलुलर ग्रुप होता है उसमें किसको रखा जाता है? दे आर नोन एज प्रोटिस्टा. ओके, option 1 is the correct answer here. Next is, which of the following is a unicellular green alga? Spirogyra, Cycas, फॉन और क्लेमाइडोमोनास. जो हमने चैप्टर पढ़ा था तब हमने इसके बारे में पढ़ा था कि एल्गी में यूनिसेलुलर जो ग्रीन एल्गा होते हैं वो कौन होते हैं? दे आर क्लेमाइडोमोनास. ऑप्शन 4. नेक्स्ट इज Which type of food is stored in fungi? जनरली फंगी क्या होते हैं? नॉन क्लोरोफिलस होते हैं, तो ये अपना फूड खुद सिंथेसाइज नहीं कर सकते. तो ये जो फूड होते हैं ये क्या होते हैं? हेटेरोट्रॉपिक इन नेचर होते हैं. ठीक है, दूसरे से फूड गेन करते हैं और इनमें फूड स्टोर्ड मटेरियल किस फॉर्म में होता है? दैट इज ग्लाइकोजन. ओके, ऑप्शन 4. नेक्स्ट इज वाटर वैस्कुलर सिस्टम एंड ट्यूब फीट फॉर लोकोमोशन आर फाउंड इन. अब क्या क्या फीचर्स हैं यहाँ पे हमारे पास? वाटर वैस्कुलर सिस्टम एंड ट्यूब फीट. तो जनरली किस में पाए जाते हैं? ये पाए जाते हैं इकाइनोडर्मेट्स में. ओके, ऑप्शन 4 इज द करेक्ट आंसर हियर. नेक्स्ट इज विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू अबाउट द एम्फीबियंस. अब एम्फीबियंस क्या होते हैं? जो लैंड पे एंड वाटर दोनों में रहते हैं. सो दे कैन रेस्पायर थ्रू लंग्स, गिल्स, स्किन एंड बक्कल कैविटी. सो ये स्टेटमेंट भी इनके बारे में ट्रू है क्योंकि लैंड पे रहेंगे तो इनके लैंड पे तो क्या है? रेस्पायर करने के लिए डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स चाहिए होते हैं. वो क्या होते हैं? लंग्स. ओके, और जब वाटर में जाएंगे तो वहां पे रेस्पायर करने के लिए क्या है? ये अपनी मॉइस्ट स्किन से भी रेस्पायर कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो जनरली गिल्स, स्किन एंड बक्कल कैविटीज आर प्रेजेंट देयर. दे आर नॉट एट ऑल फाउंड इन मराइन हैबिटेट. इट्स करेक्ट, क्योंकि ये कहाँ प्रेजेंट होते हैं? ये प्रेजेंट होते हैं फ्रेश वाटर में. ठीक है, These are cold blooded animals. Yes, ये फीचर भी करेक्ट है कि एम्फीबियंस जो होते हैं कोल्ड ब्लडेड होते हैं. ओके, सो ऑल दीज स्टेटमेंट्स आर ट्रू अबाउट द एम्फीबियंस. सो ऑप्शन 4 हियर, फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड ऑल आर करेक्ट. ऑप्शन 4 इज द करेक्ट आंसर. नेक्स्ट इज pneumatic bones is found in. Pneumatic bones means hollow bone. एंड हमने जब क्लासिफिकेशन पढ़ा था एनिमल्स का तो उसमें हम पढ़ चुके हैं कि न्यूमेटिक बोन्स किसका फीचर होता है? ग्रुप एवीज का. एवीज मीन्स बर्ड्स. ओके, सो यहाँ वेल एंड डॉल्फिन्स क्या है? मैमल्स हैं. पिकॉक बर्ड है और स्नेक क्या है? रेप्टाइल है. सो करेक्ट आंसर विल बी 3, दैट इज पिकॉक. पिकॉक इज द बर्ड और उसमें बोन्स कैसी होंगी? होलो बोन्स होंगी, यानी कि न्यूमेटिक बोन्स प्रेजेंट होगी. Next is, which of the following plants contributed the most to our present day supply of coal? So when we studied the chapter हमने उसमें पढ़ा था कि हमें जो present day की सप्लाई होती है कोल की वो जनरली उसमें कौन से प्लांट्स कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं? They are what? Angiosperm, conifers, bryophytes और seedless vascular plants. So they are seedless vascular plants. अब सीडलेस वैस्कुलर प्लांट क्या है? जिनमें सीड नहीं बनता और इसमें वैस्कुलर टिश्यूज भी प्रेजेंट होते हैं. तो वो कौन से होते हैं? दे आर जनरली टेरिडोफाइट्स. नेक्स्ट इज द प्लांट्स हैविंग इनकॉन्स्पिशियस or hidden reproductive organs are placed in? क्रिप्टोगैम, फेनेरोगैम, एंजियोस्पर्म और जिम्नोस्पर्म। तो हमने जब क्लासिफिकेशन पढ़ा है तो हमें पता है कि प्लांट में जनरली 2 मेन ग्रुप्स होते हैं, कौन से? क्रिप्टोगैम्स एंड फेनेरोगैम्स। तो अब फेनेरोगैम्स की अगर हम बात करें तो उसमें क्या होते हैं? हिडन रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स होते हैं। सो हियर द आंसर इज 1, दैट इज क्रिप्टोगैम। नेक्स्ट इज some organisms are sensitive to different levels of air pollution and are used as pollution indicators. What are they? Fungi, freshwater alga, bacteria or lichens. So what are they? They are lichens. उसमें क्या होता है? वो air pollution के लिए जनरली क्या होते हैं? सेंसिटिव होते हैं। ओके, सो हियर आंसर इज lichens। जनरली किससे बने होते हैं? फंगी एंड एल्गी के सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप को शो करते हैं। ओके, सो हियर वी हैव डिस्कस्ड द इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस ऑफ NTSE स्टेज लेवल 2। होप आपको बहुत अच्छे से ये समझ में आ गए होंगे। थैंक यू।